That you put her through? That you put her through?
What the fuck is you saying, ignorant?
That you put her through?
Can you speak English? That's part of the reason why you can't get no acting job.
I'm sure.
Your articulation is poor.
I'm sure.
What the fuck are you saying?
I'm sure.
Armand Wiggins.
If only you actually like.
Put it through? What does that mean? Can you put it through?
He's trying to do the whole child actor parents sacrifice their childhood gag.
Oh, well, okay, well, we got
look at her.
$30 million today.
Look at her. That's fine.
Yeah, I sacrificed her, I guess.
Okay.
Armand Wiggins.
But what did your mama do to you?
Huh?
She fucked you up.
My mom's fine.
You should have been a child entertainer.
I'm
You
good.
should have been one. Maybe you would have more gumption. Maybe you would have more get to do it. Because your mama fucked you up. She turned you into a punk-ass mama's boy who harasses a woman. What kind of bullshit is that? Your mama should be ashamed of herself. She should be telling you, why are you harassing this girl,
Just
Darius?
leave her alone.
Because
Why are you doing this?
Why say horrible things to her?
she's the one that kept wanting to come back around. Trust me, I didn't want this.
But that makes no sense as to why you harass. You know, there's no need to say horrible things and send me this Usher picture. There's no reason for that. You do that because you're nuts. There's no reason for you to say that. Jezebel, calling me Haiti. That's all unnecessary. You do all of that unnecessarily because something's wrong with your mind. It's not normal. You sound like you have a broken brain and you need to go to see somebody because you're chemically imbalanced. There's nothing that I've done for you to stay on that page. People have endured more. I've endured more from you and I don't do that to you. I don't sit up there and call you all kinds of names and do stuff like that. You randomly have an episode and then you harass me for an hour straight. That's what you do.
Now I'm gonna
it's not normal. It's not necessary. You could just not talk to me.
I'm gonna harass you. Usher's bisexual. He sleeps with men, you stupid motherfucker.
Armand Wiggins.
You
should know you spend a lot of time with Dorian.
Usher. You was a dumb motherfucker. And then you let your family, you let your brother talk you into, hey man, look, your brother's a pussy too. His reputation in Hollywood is he's a fuck boy. And he's an asshole. And nobody really likes him. Lauren London don't like his ass.
Armand Wiggins.
So at the end of the day, you, the Jacksons, are fucking jokes. You guys are fucking jokes. That's what you are. You're a fucking joke. So don't blame Kiki for being a joke. You was a joke before you met her.
Armand Wiggins.
So don't blame her. Don't call her cunt. And what man thinks they gonna call the mother of their child cunt, bitches, whores, you've been run through, but I'm gonna come and get the baby. What kind of mental motherfucker are you? Nobody does that, Darius. Nobody does that. What woman wants their child to go be with a man who calls them cunts and bitches? That's the stupidest thing I've ever. If my daughter ever give you the baby after you call her a cunt, I'm gonna beat her ass.
Armand Wiggins.
And you know what?
Baby's gonna be back in my arms. I'm like, the inevitable's gonna happen. He's gonna grow up to be a man, a real man, and he's gonna go ahead and just come on over. All right. Dad, I'm his dad. I'm his dad. I'm his dad. I don't care about what you all think. I don't care what you think, especially Kiki. I don't care about what anybody else thinks. Sharon, your opinion is very little to me. You're wasting your breath right now, Sharon. You're wasting your breath right now. You're wasting your breath right now. Trust me.
All right. So that was a clip from the audio. You guys heard it. Armand Wiggins posted that. And you know, it sounds like Sharon has had it up to here with the weirdo nigga, you know, coming to her daughter's house unannounced, busting in the door, taking phones and all of that. I know they thought they was, you know, proving something in this situation. Kiki said that she hit him. She admitted to hitting him, but he hit her first. You know, I don't know what y'all think is going on here, but I'm not about to argue with nobody. He's abusing her. I clocked it when he was trying to slut shame her on the fucking internet, because that's shit that abusive niggas do. So yeah, he's abusive. I believe everything that Kiki said. The mama sounded like she was just tired of him. I hate that Usher had to catch that stray, but yeah, I believe it, especially after you think about the fact that Usher was on tour with Diddy when he was like 13. And you know, it's giving all of that's true. It's giving all of that's true. So yeah, y'all. It's all come out. I'll say.
I think it's very possible. I know her mom came out and retracted some of the things she said about Usher, but she sounded very confident in the things that she said about Usher.
She did.
Do we give a damn? I definitely don't. Okay. I'm not one that's into the buy thing, but I'm engaged. But anyway, hey Usher, honey. Anywho,
Jamie, you gonna make me jump out this car. Quit playing with me. She disrespect me in my face
She
on this
did.
live. In my
you know the
face.
people. You know the people.
Do you see how these women are gonna fight
What
over
his
this man, whether he's
orientation
gay
is.
or not? Do y'all see this?
Period.
These very straight women do not care that this nigga's gay. They don't care. They still want him. It's giving Prince vibes, okay? Prince
Okay.
vibes.
Come
Nobody
on,
cares.
Usher. But yes, like she retracted it, but she sounded very confident. But at the end of the day, what I love is that a lot of people don't care. What we're focusing on is that this man is still in her home, unannounced, uninvited, and ain't nobody like, hello, like you need to go. So I don't care what her mama said. I don't care what she said. I know she said a lot out of anger. Get your ass out these people's house. And then he just continued to say things to antagonize her more, so he could get more on audio. And keep in mind, whatever audio was sent over to Armand, I definitely feel like it was edited at the end of the day. He probably didn't
Yeah.
even say all of the stuff that he wanted to say. But here's the other thing for me too. You can drop as many book excerpts, okay? Because I saw Armand drop book excerpts. You could drop as many book excerpts. You could say whatever the fuck you want to say about the evidence that he showed you. Why ain't nobody talking about him body slamming her back in February 2022? What can you say about that footage?
Or
What's
trespassing in
up with
November.
that? And just because she may have apologized for hitting him or whatever the case, y'all act like two things can't be true, that she was not in a mentally and physically abusive relationship.
Because people
That
fight
just
back
don't make
sometimes.
sense. And it's like, it's really giving wrong road, wrong side. But align yourself accordingly, honey. Do what you want to do. But I believe whatever Kiki talking about. And the only thing that's gonna make me unbelieve that is if she dropped this video and it shows something completely different than what she put in her police statement.
And we saw screenshots, so I don't know how it could be much different with him standing over her like this. Like
Right. Everything
I don't
she
know.
said, you could see in the screenshots. He came, sat in my chair after telling him to leave. I created distance by standing behind the sofa. He came around the sofa, got in my face. Everything that she labeled, you could see through the screenshots. So I don't know.
Did y'all peep
Thank
how
you,
she
Mika.
said you had an episode?
Yep.
She said you had an episode and then you harassed me for an hour. That's the first time I heard that part. Yeah. Other thing that shook me, number one, I love when Sharon said, if my daughter give you the baby after that, I'm gonna beat her ass. I was like,
Yes,
come
loved
through.
it.
Oh my gosh,
Loved
I
it.
love that part.
Great moment. Great black mom moment.
Yeah. Then when she said, or no. When Darius called her Sharon by first name, Sharon, I was like, no, Miss Sharon, where are you from? Where did y'all get this man from?
Not the
That
South.
bothered me. The other thing that I will say, I believe Kiki's a victim. Let me say that. What told me Kiki was a victim was her ability to not really sound that bothered through what must have been an intense situation. Her mama was going off and she was just like, when she was complaining to him, she wasn't necessarily going off on him like Miss Sharon was. She was almost pleading with him. Like, you had an episode.
You need help.
You need help. That's what she said. She also said, I've endured worse from you and I've never done that. She was pleading with him while her mama was the one going off on him. And that tells me that this man has her mentally. So I definitely think that she is a victim. I think the situation is fucked up. And I don't know. I just feel so bad for Kiki because she going through this publicly. And it's a shame because this is the stuff that we seen from day one. When she had this man around, when she had him on her app and he was basically working for her, he popped up out of nowhere. You had the man baby, then you was posting happy family everywhere. I didn't trust it before the Usher situation. And the other thing from this audio that we didn't listen to at the end was when Miss Sharon said, "Why don't you go find you a Mexican or an Asian girl?"
Oh,
Have y'all? I don't think that she was just trying to be racist. I think that she's referencing the other girl that people are alleging that he got pregnant and he asked her to terminate her pregnancy, but ended up having a baby with Kiki. So I think that's what she referencing. He probably was really with that girl before because that girl wasn't black.
That is correct. She was not black.
And whenever men talk like this with this voice that he puts on, that Brian Gumble, bullshit voice that he puts on, yeah, it kind of gives you don't really want black women, but you want Kiki because Kiki is giving money.
For sure.
He's gonna become a man, and then he's gonna come find his dad. I'm his dad.
And that's it. That's all it's gonna be to him. He's gonna be a man like his dad. Girl, that
especially
boy
don't care what you have to say, Kiki.
Is
that shit right there. I especially don't care what you have to say. How you don't care what the mother of the child got to say, you fucking weirdo? Oh, girl. It's definitely giving he got her pregnant to trap her.
It's the mama for me. It's the mama for me. To set her ass up there and gonna sit up there and text Sharon talking about something you threaten my son. I could tell you don't care about your respect or value your life nor his life. Girl, fuck your son. Yes. I'm so glad she said your own son choked his sister out. So you need to deal with those issues before you bring your ass over here trying to have a conversation with me. And had you really got your son a long time ago, we wouldn't even be here.
It was
the restraining order she got with her with his daddy. His daddy, the restraining order is still in place that Darius's mom has with his father. So he comes from an abusive household.
Period. It was once I had seen that text message from Between the Mamas where it said that Darius had choked his own sister. So let me say this. Initially, when Saronis Jackson came out, his brother, with that tweet that was like alluding to somebody being the most manipulative and abusive, I thought he was talking about Kiki, and I thought he was going up for his brother. But once I seen the text message talking about how Darius had allegedly choked his sister out, I was like, oh, he's doing that. Yes, he's doing that thing where he wants to be on the right side of the story, similar to how he came out like, oh yeah, I went up for women, against Trey Songz. He wants to keep that image, and I think that that's what that tweet was about.
Yes.
Oh, you saw
that's why Miss Sharon called him out and was like, "Who do you think you are to be a saint when I've already told you your brother was full of shit? You the one that taught him to be exactly who the hell he is, and now we know your daddy also taught y'all who the hell you are."
And Saronis' baby mama, who was on Insecure with him, they're in court right now because he is trying to, I guess, stop her from moving to Texas. She can no longer afford to live in both Texas and California. So she's in Texas with their child, and he's trying to, I guess, make her move back to California, even though she can't afford it. And he probably ain't paying for shit.
She can't even leave the state with that in limbo. So she's stuck in Cali, from what it appears. She's stuck. She can't even go down to Texas. And I'm like, okay, I'll stay, but you finna pay for everything. Like, to have me here, like, that's doing
what I was thinking.
Any justice. Like,
is he trying to make her stay, or is he trying to get custody of the child from her?
No, he's trying to make her stay, and it's also like a custody situation because she was talking about how because she was talking about how if he he'll have the baby around whoever he'll have the baby around, she's worried about that, who he'll have their child around when he's working or he's not there, when a child could just be with their damn mama, and he's not there all the time anyway. She said he's sporadic, he comes in and out, but he wants full custody because he doesn't want the kids to be living in Texas.
Which says a lot about their mama in my personal, because I'm like, you won't want the child to be left with the grandmama, which to me says a lot about his mom. And according to Sharon, I guess their dad's mom said that they mama crazy anyway. So maybe I'm thinking that Dominique may not have that great of a relationship with Saronis's mom, which is why she don't want her child to just be left with her when she's not around, and clearly don't want them left with the damn brother, and I don't blame her. So I feel like all of this they getting that advice from their mama on how to handle this situation, which is therefore creating turmoil for the child.
And see, I don't understand how anybody can say that Kiki is abusive too. Where's the evidence of that? Besides her saying she hit him.
Oh,
When
that's what I was
somebody-
saying about book excerpt. So they go, I know Armand went and found an excerpt from one of her books where she talks about being physical with one of her boyfriends that never was really, I guess, physical with her or whatever the case was. She brought herself to be the aggressor in that relationship. But here's the gag for me. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Okay. I'm talking about this relationship right here and
Right
what she
here.
endured. Okay, with this relationship, you're pulling stuff from what she said to try to discredit what happened in this relationship and the evidence that she has in this relationship. This is what we talk about.
And I also feel like, this is another one of them times where I do understand that women can be abusive, but y'all really like act as if men are not stronger. And when I say that, I feel like men are taking they're making a choice to not fight back a lot of the times when women abuse them. They're making a choice that I'm not going to hit her because I don't want to hurt her because she's a woman in some respect. With women, it's not the same thing that's happening. Like she, a lot of the times, can't physically overpower him. Most women I know can't really physically overpower the dude that they're with. So if he is getting abused, it's like a mental thing where he's like kind of told himself, I'm going to let her hit on me and I'm not going to fight back. With women, it's not like they're deciding not to fight back. They can fight back and they still gonna fucking lose. So I feel like even with this situation with Darius, y'all are not looking at it from a realistic point of view. Even if Kiki was somebody that got physical in her relationships, he would still be overpowering her and beating her ass if they were really fighting like that. If she was really like tussling with him and shit, it would have been like Chris Brown and Riri. Okay, y'all remember how he fucked up Riri's face, and that was because she was fighting him back. So I just kind of feel like once I saw them still shots of the camera footage inside the house, it just wasn't giving she can actually like overpower him if she wanted to. It just wasn't giving that to me.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like you can't say she's abusive too, because he's winning the fights. If they're fighting,
Exactly.
he's winning the fights.
And then to mention when she was he also referenced like, oh, she also said that she hit him. And I'm like, but are you listening to what she's saying though? Because everything that she's doing, what she apologized for, or whatever she said in that portion, it was a reaction to an action. So he had to have done something. Like duh, and then showing those defense wounds, like those markings on his body, like they look like she was defending herself the whole time. But can you highlight this comment in the chat? None of the evidence that the Jacksons have dropped has shown them to be credible, but it's XIUM Miko Zumiko or something like that. Zymiko.
Oh, okay. Wait, no, I see this one. Yes, his mom is supporting them even though they went
Not
against
that
her in court. Okay.
one.
Him
Yes, him and his
wrote
brother wrote
declaration.
declarations. Yes, I saw that, and I was wondering, were the declarations on behalf of the mom or was it on behalf of the dad?
I thought it was on behalf of the mom.
That's what I
When
thought,
I
but I'm
looked
gonna go
at
back
it,
and look at it, which is
when
real
I looked at it,
interesting. I wouldn't be surprised either way because the grandma done already said the lady is crazy. Now, it
that's
doesn't mean
true.
that the dad didn't do anything to deserve to receive a restraining order or whatever and have a DV and all of that because they were getting a divorce or
Somebody's
something.
fucking abusive.
But this is just some real interesting stuff around the family.
It is.
So it's
And to
giving
me, it's showing
either
a
their
pattern.
mama crazy and two things could be true, or it's given that they uphold their daddy and they bullshit. So I don't know.
Damn
But
it,
I
where is
definitely
it?
saw that where they wrote the declarations. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
I thought there was declarations on her part, like to defend her, which is how her restraining order, was given because they gave a witness for her. But maybe I had it wrong. They said no, it was for the father. Okay.
It was
Now
for
he
the
wants
father.
joint custody to control her. Not to mention there was an audio of her saying put her hands on him because of what was done to her and then cut off. They was editing the shit out of that. And it made
Correct.
sense. A lot of abusive sons side with their abusive ass fathers because, they're being taught that they're men, so they're supposed to stick together.